Okay, this is Dottie from the Tole, and today we're going to talk about ATG tape. This is the, I guess, monofilament tape that you can use on the back of your art to attach your brown paper to it. It is very sticky stuff, and if you open it wrong, it will give you a headache for the remainder of the roll. I've seen posts where people say that they bought some and it was wound onto the spool backwards. That's not what happened. All ATG tape has a plastic cover. The Scotch always has a plaid, but any other brand, they have yellow or some other color. And it's a plastic piece that goes on. When you go to peel this off, the first thing you will see, if we can get it started, is that there's a piece of brown paper right here. If you continue this way, what happens is it exposes the monofilament tape and it's on the top of the roll, which is not where you want it. You want it underneath the brown paper. So as soon as you get whatever color plastic covering, you have to take and pull this piece of brown paper off loose. And then you continue to pull whatever color plastic you have around until you can see, let me just stick this to my box so it'll stop being a pain. Okay, until you see the tape. So here we see the monofilament tape. It's kind of a sheer thing. It's very thin. It's different than any other. It's not double face tape, which is just regular Scotch tape that's sticky on both sides. The ATG tape is a filament tape, so it's very fine, very thin, see-through, and it works really well for a lot of purposes. So if you pull it around until the plastic ends and you can see the tape, then all you do is hold this and tear it off. If I can get this off my box now. Okay, and then this part goes in the trash. You don't need the sticky part with the plaid. So now when you look at your ATG tape, you have the paper on top, which is a waxed paper, and underneath you have the tape. So if by chance you open it incorrectly, what you have to do is you have to separate the tape from the paper. Well, it'll already be separated. So if it comes out so that what happens is, let me see if I can get it to stick, your tape is on top and the paper is underneath, what you have to do to correct that is to pull this monofilament tape up and go around until you hit the part where the brown paper is on top, and tear that piece off and throw it away. So for anyone who has thought they bought ATG tape and it was wound upside down, it's not upside down. It's just no one ever showed you how to do this. And believe me, I have done it before myself, and I kind of figured it out on my own. But the thing you have to remember is they all have a plastic wrapping of some kind on them. Solid color, Scotch always uses the plaid. And when you pull this loose, the first thing you will see is this brown paper. And to get it all started correctly, you have to separate this piece of brown paper from the plastic and hold it down. And then you're going to continue this around until you come to a point at which you can see the tape. And when you can see the tape, that's where you're going to tear this. You're going to tear it right there. And what will happen is your paper will be on top and your ATG tape will be underneath. So I'm going to rewrap this one because I really don't need to have a whole bunch of 1/2 inch 36-yard pieces of monofilament tape open. So just remember, if you have a problem with this, pull the video up and look at it, because you want the waxed paper on top and the monofilament tape underneath. Okay? All right. Happy crafting!